We are in a bit of a pickle today. It's supposed to be my daughter's bridal shower and it was going to be hosted at Natalie's house. However, due to an illness in the family, it's here. And we have less than 24 hours to get everything prepared. You guys, we are under the gun. So we've got some decorations we've got to pull together. We've got some DIY decor that we've got to get set out and decorated. I think we can do it. Wish me luck. Let's get started. We are going to start off decorating the fireplace because I think that that is a great place to add decorations. Now, what I'm going to use first is that gorgeous chiffon fabric that I used during the holidays. Do you remember my Christmas fireplace mantle in my bedroom? I used this chiffon and I still have it, luckily, and it's soft and it's romantic, and so it's what we're going to drape asymmetrically on my fireplace mantle. Luckily for me, I've got some screws that I screwed in the back of the mantle. So what we're gonna do is just get some floral wire, and I'm going to wrap that floral wire around the chiffon fabric, and that way I can wrap the wire around the screw. I'm going to drape the fabric so it flows beautifully from the fireplace mantle down to the ground. Then I'm going to drape the fabric across the mantle, take the other end, get another piece of floral wire, wrap the floral wire around this part of the chiffon fabric, and then take the excess wire hanging out the back and wrap it around the screw. So now my chiffon will stay in place. This fabric is delicate, it's soft, it's romantic, and it's perfect for this bridal shower. The color scheme for the wedding and for this bridal shower is a dusty rose, a white, and a gold. So what I'm going to do to add a little more flair to our fireplace is get this beautiful dusty rose satin ribbon. I'm going to tie it into a bow, and I'm going to leave some really long tails that drape down the side of the chiffon. I got another piece of floral wire. I wrapped it around the center of the bow. I took the excess wire hanging off the back of the bow and twisted it around the screw so the bow can gently drape in front of the fireplace mantle. Once I was finished adding the dusty rose satin bow to the first side, I repeated the process and did the exact same thing with the opposite side. I simply tied that ribbon into a bow, attached it to the fireplace mantle with the floral wire, and now I have a gorgeous bow on either side of my fireplace mantle. Here's a quick hack. It's a hack that I use more often than I would like to admit because I'm always in a hurry. And when I'm in a hurry, I don't have time to iron things all the time. So what I do is I get my hair straightener. This flat iron will straighten out your ribbon in no time, and it makes your ribbon look pristine. To theme our fireplace mantle, I need a banner. Using a banner is great for a party because it can add some color and some detail, but it can also theme it with the wording that you put on the banner. The banner that I have is from Ross. I purchased it a couple of weeks ago and it was only $2.99. It's got a solid gold flag, a striped flag, and a polka dot flag. We are going to use the solid flags and the gold striped flag. What I don't love about this banner is the twine that came with it. It's a little too rustic for what we're going for. That's an easy fix. What I'm gonna do is get some white satin ribbon. This is from Walmart, so it's very affordable. And I'm gonna take this satin ribbon and I'm going to thread it through the banner. This ribbon makes this banner feel so much classier. Once again, I'm going to attach my banner to the fireplace mantle with those screws. These are so convenient. So all I did was I just wrapped the ends of the ribbon around the screw, and then I took the excess floral wire that was already around the screw and I just incorporated that into the ribbon. That way it held our banner in place. Once I was finished attaching the first side of the banner, I moved on to the second side and did the exact same thing. Now my banner can drape beautifully in front of the chiffon fabric. We will come back and add a little more to this banner in just a minute, but before we do that, we want to add some extra embellishment to our bows. I love using shoe clips. I purchased a package of 6 of these shoe clips on Amazon so affordably. And do you want to know a fun fact? I've actually never used these shoe clips for shoes. I always use them in my decorative pieces. So I'm going to select a round shoe clip with pearls and gems on it. I'm going to lift up the clamp and put the clip over the center of the bow, then press the clamp shut. I love how the center of the bow sparkles and shines now. It makes it look so much classier. I'm going to take the second shoe clip and put it on the opposite side of the fireplace mantle on that bow. Adding these shoe clips to the bows is an affordable way to create extra embellishment. I created our design to be asymmetrical because I wanted to put my gold lanterns on this side of the fireplace. Do you remember these lanterns? We gave them a makeover at Christmas time. We spray painted them gold. I love the size. I originally purchased these lanterns at Ross. Now we can't leave them plain, so we've got to add a little something to the center. What I have are those tree stand risers. These Christmas tree stand risers started out as lamps that I got at the thrift store. I transformed them into some risers for trees at Christmas. Not only are they going to work as little tree stands, but they also look beautiful as candlesticks. So what I'm going to do is get some battery operated candles and some frosty leaves. The reason why I'm going to use the frosty leaves is because our candles are too small, so we need something to take up that excess space at the bottom. I'm using 4 leaf picks per candlestick. I added the leaves to the candlesticks, and then I took my battery operated candle and placed it in the center. Once I was finished with my first candlestick, I moved on and added the frosted leaves to the second candlestick. Again, I'm adding 4 leaf segments. Then I added my battery operated candle to the center. These lanterns are a beautiful addition to this side of the fireplace mantle. It adds extra interest and detail. It takes up the excess space on the left-hand side. Plus, I love the sparkle and shine that those crystal candlesticks add to the inside of the lanterns. Now let's get back to our banner. We do not want to leave it plain, and using a banner is a great way to theme a party. I purchased these table cards at Michael's. They were on clearance for $3.49. I love the colors of these. They are a soft shade of cream with a classy brown outline around the edge. I'm going to use 5 of these, and I'm going to get a gold paint pen, and I'm going to write my letters right in the center. I'm going to write out the word bride. I wrote a B on the first oval, an R on the second, an I, a D, and an E. Now that I have an outline of my lettering, I'm going to go back over the lettering and exaggerate it a bit. I'm going to make it thicker and add a bit of flair at the end of the letters so that my wording will stand out. Then I got some hot glue and I hot glued these letters to the center of each one of our flags. And just like that, we have a customized banner. And it was so affordable too, you guys. We got the banner for $2.99 at Ross, and the lettering was only $3.49. And you guys, I still have plenty of flags left over and plenty table cards left over as well, so I could use those in other projects. So if you want to create something that is unique and personal to your own party, a banner is a great idea. Oh, and I almost forgot. We have our beautiful floral arrangement that we made a couple of weeks ago that's in the center of the fireplace mantle. This is perfect for this fireplace. It takes up the majority of the space. I love the flowers. The wisteria that hangs down is so pretty. And of course, we placed our very unique, one-of-a-kind candlesticks in the center of our arrangement and then added these beautiful candles to the top. Now our bridal shower fireplace mantle wall is complete, and I love the way that it looks. It is such a statement piece, but at the same time, it's very elegant. It's definitely themed for a bridal shower. The chiffon is gorgeous. It really does add a soft romantic touch to this fireplace. And of course, all of the florals and the banner and the candles add a lot of class to our design. Now let's move right back over to the kitchen and start decorating in here. Now in a little bit, this whole buffet is going to be filled with all kinds of breakfast foods. It's going to be so delicious. I cannot wait to show you guys, but we need a centerpiece. So what we're going to do is use my marble Lazy Susan. I use this all the time, you guys. I love it so much, and it's such a great base to have for a centerpiece. I have a large white ginger jar, and instead of just leaving it plain, what I did was I took some of this satin ribbon, this dusty rose satin ribbon, and I just wrapped it around the neck. I don't even have a bow on this one. Just get some double-sided tape and wrap it around whatever object you have, and that's a great way to theme your decor. So this is going to go on one side, and then of course on the other side we have our upside down vase floral arrangement that we made last week. This is such a beautiful floral arrangement. Again, it has that dusty rose ribbon, and do you remember our cute little hot glue hearts that we spray painted gold and added to the end of the ribbon? These are so pretty. And not only do they fit in with our bridal shower, but they're perfect for Valentine's. So this is going to go on the opposite side. Down here in the front, I have another marble riser. This has a scalloped detail along the edging. And then on top of our marble riser, we're going to add this beautiful container with this vinyl detail, this vinyl cutout all the way around. And I went with a white candle in the center. That way it just fit in with the overall color scheme. And so that is it for our centerpiece. Easy, beautiful, and classic. Now we're going to move right on over to the back wall here in the kitchen and decorate this countertop. Of course, we're going to start off with my gorgeous little rectangular marble tray. I purchased this at Ross. I leave it out for the majority of the year. I just love it. I think it's classy and beautiful. So that's going to be placed down first. The item that I'm going to add to the back is an acanthus wreath. Now, I know that you guys have seen this acanthus wreath. I've decorated with it multiple times. What I love about this acanthus wreath is the beautiful gold detailing on the wreath. What I don't love about this piece is the base. It is black, and when I use it, I really think it detracts because you're looking down at the black base and you're not really seeing the beautiful acanthus wreath. So today is the day that we are going to paint the base of this acanthus wreath. So what I did was I got some blue painter's tape and a grocery bag. I covered up the gold wreath. I did this with both of my acanthus wreaths. Then I took them outside. I'm going to spray them in some bare white spray paint. I made sure that the first base was completely coated in the spray paint. I sprayed all four sides and the top. Once that was covered in the paint, I moved on to the second base. I painted all the sides, and then I spray painted the top. Once everything was sufficiently coated in the spray paint, I let it dry for 1 hour. Now that everything's dry, I can bring it back inside and remove the blue painter's tape and the grocery bag from around the acanthus wreath. Look at how much better this looks now. The white base is such a great improvement over the black. Now I can put it on my countertop and it's not going to stick out like a sore thumb. It's going to blend in beautifully with the countertop and with the marble. So each one of my rectangular marble squares gets my acanthus wreath. Next to the acanthus wreath, I have my battery operated lamps. I love these lamps so much. They have like multiple settings. I'm going to keep it on a low setting for right now. But a lot of times in your kitchen, you have those dark spots, whether they're underneath a cabinet or in a corner. A little battery operated light will fix that right up super duper quick. In front of our battery operated lamp, I'm going to add this white ginger jar, and we can't just leave it plain, you guys. What fun would that be? So I got a thin velvet dusty rose ribbon. I wrapped that around the neck of the jar and tied it into a bow. And then I got another one of my beautiful shoe clips and I clipped it to the center of the bow. This shoe clip is just a little sparkly one. Look at how pretty that is. Just sparkles and shines and adds such a gorgeous detail. If you don't have shoe clips, you could definitely use a brooch or a hair clip. That would work so beautifully as well. So I'm going to put this ginger jar right in front of our acanthus wreath. I mimicked this display on this side of the stovetop. The only difference is that the ginger jar is a little different, a little variation, but they're still the same color and the same size, which I absolutely love. I think that having a little variety in your decorations is key to making it look unique and one of a kind. If you like videos like this and want to see more home decor, decorations, or DIYs, then you have come to the right spot. I post new videos every single week and I would love to share all of these decorating ideas with you. So make sure you're subscribed so you can join in on all of the decorating fun. In the center of my stovetop, I have a scalloped marble riser. This coordinates with the scalloped marble riser that we have on our centerpiece. Those two items go together. This one is a little bit larger. And then in the center of this marble, I'm going to add my beautiful anthropology candle with all the pretty cutouts. And then I'm going to take my glass cloche and place that right over the top. This is an easy decoration to put on your stovetop. I love adding just a little bit of something there. It adds a lot of detail to an otherwise very boring part of the kitchen. So now our kitchen is decorated and ready for the party. What I'm gonna do is add a cream tablecloth to the center island. And in just a minute, Natalie's gonna be here with all of the food. We are gonna get it out and it's gonna look beautiful. Now let's move over to the breakfast table. I'm going to decorate it with a runner. I'm going to put that down first. This is a beautiful runner that is animal print and it's velvet, it's cream, and it adds such a soft backdrop to the decorations that we're going to put on top. We are going to be using those beautiful tall vases that we created a couple weeks back. I added all the beautiful florals to the bottom. I put the glass candle inside and then put the customized candle on top of the candlestick. These are large and they are going to flank a beautiful floral arrangement. This flower arrangement has those shades of pink, which fit in perfectly with the color scheme. We're not going to leave this plain. We're going to add a chalkboard banner to this flower arrangement. So all I did was I just wrote Mac and Ellie with a chalk marker and then I placed it in the flower arrangement. This is another way that you can easily customize some decorations or decor. Just add a banner, add a little sign, and it makes it one of a kind. Let me tell you about one of the gifts that I'm going to give our couple. It's going to start off with some frames. I purchased some very affordable frames at Target, and then I had some of their engagement photos blown up and printed off at Walgreens. I used a coupon for these giant 18 by 20 inch photos. They were only $10 a piece. So I added these photos to these beautiful frames. The gold outlining and the white mat is perfect. And for a great price, I've now customized a one-of-a-kind gift that I can give to them. I know that they will love this. I think that if you're looking for an affordable gift and you are running out of ideas, this is a great option. Woo!
Yay.
And then also, while I was at Walgreens, I had them print off some 5x7s and I put them in these Dollar Tree lucite frames. And I just scattered these throughout the entire house so that everybody could get a glimpse into all the pictures that they had. It makes you get to know the couple a little bit better, and it was very affordable. Each of the prints were less than $1, and of course the frames are from the Dollar Tree, so that was very affordable as well. One thing that I love doing when I host a party is put out a table in the front room. So as people walk through the foyer, the first thing they see is a little setup that has some pictures, maybe some games, or a sign-in book. What I have on my table today is a beautiful floral arrangement. I've got some more pictures of Mac and Ellie. And then I have an opportunity for people to write the bride and the groom some advice. So I've got some little scrap pieces of paper, pens, and then I'm going to use a cutting board for people to write on. This does double duty. First, it helps people to have a solid surface to write on, but also it helps protect your tablecloth from people that might accidentally write on your tablecloth. And then one extra fun thing that we like to do is a little guessing game. You can add candy to a jar and whoever gets closest to that number wins that jar. So we've got a large jar of Hershey Kisses. What we do is when we're opening up the gifts, we will read off the advice that people gave.
Dear Ellie, I just love you so much. Make your marriage a priority. It's easy when kids come. Can't even read my own hand. It's easy when kids come for that to fall down the list, but the best gift you can give your children is a strong, loving marriage. Date night at least once a week, even if it's just a walk.
Thank you. Love you.
Not only is this marriage advice great for our couple, but it's nice to hear it again as well as a person that's been married for over 2 decades. Well, I'm pretty proud of myself, you guys, for putting together this party in less than 24 hours. It was pretty hectic. There was a lot of scrambling. There was a lot of help. My boys were so sweet. They went outside and they were sweeping outside. My husband helped move chairs. Everybody just pitched in and really made it happen. And we did it because we are so excited for Mac and Ellie. We are delighted to be able to shower them with gifts and with love. And of course, Natalie did such a fabulous job with all the food and with the games and the decorations. She brought some beautiful floral arrangements too. So we just felt very loved. And it's nice to be able to share that love with all of you. I hope you can see today that we really did make some beautiful decorations and we did it on a budget. Hopefully you got some inspiration of how you can customize these into your own decorations. They're great for a bridal shower, but they're also for this time of year because Valentine's Day is just around the corner and spring is coming up. So all of our decor pieces would easily transition into spring. I hope you can see that you can live beautifully, you can do it throughout the year, and you can do it on a budget. I'm showing you just a sneak peek of the shower today. I've got a lot more content coming up that we are going to be putting into another video that I'm going to be collaborating with Natalie on because we're going to go to the thrift store and we're going to take our friend Leslie with us. It's going to be so much fun. I know that you are going to love it. So make sure you're subscribed so you won't miss out on any of the joyful shenanigans. Well, I appreciate all of you so very much. Thank you for watching.